another one dead. So nigga, you better just run, you better just leave. You better go talk to a couple of priests, go get you a lease. Better be sliding in traffic and keeping that shit on your seat. Stay on alert, no time for the game. You playing it.
Poor Decisions Podcast. We back. It's your boy Henny Suaves. We got Sav Diddy co-hosting. Today we got
Davinky, one of one.
Come on, man. It's been long overdue.
Long.
How long we been waiting for this?
Probably like a good 2-3 months
I think so.
at the very least.
And constant rescheduling.
That's how my tape is for sure.
Yeah.
Just
Man.
hella different pushbacks, hella different setbacks.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and tell us about yourself a little bit.
What's up, y'all? It's Davinky, one of one. I'm a rapper from Northern California. I got one tape out on all platforms already. I'm about to drop this next one, but realistically, I just been working on the music, working on school, trying to get everything set up to where this next couple years I got like a plan to where it'll be drop, and you know, kind of do it all seamlessly. But this is just the setup. Everything is slow in the setup, you know.
Hey, can't rush art,
Facts.
right?
Right.
What you been up to, Sav?
Nah, shit. In the studio. Me and Connor finna drop Clean Money 2 in February. And then, you know, I'm finna drop this surprise tape on Christmas. But by the time this come out, it'll probably be.
Yeah.
I mean, so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm dropping and then shit. Just living in the stew.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it, bro.
I need to get back. I've been taking a very long break, but it's just one of those things like life be lifing.
Fuck.
And life be lifing when you broke.
Life be life, and it sucks. The thing about music in the Bay, right? Doing music in the Bay is you only have so many people to work with
Yeah.
because it's so hard to find people, right?
That actually
And
wanna
then
fucking
it's
work
like,
with you.
but then it's like when you find somebody that'll work with you and then they scam you, it's like, all right, cool. Who else do I have to work with? Now I
Right.
got to take a trip to LA, go drop a bag to go do this.
Right. Hella
And do the
extra
whole
shit.
artist
Yeah.
thing when I was trying not to do that in the first place. So now I got to do it
Yeah.
all to the neck, like do it all at the house. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So that's really the worst part. But I feel like that also breeds the creativity that the Bay
sure,
has. Like
make
we have
dogs.
so many
Yeah.
artists that people sleep on just because it may not be 4K high def quality, but
Right.
it's still a
right.
clean idea. It's still, you feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's one of our like probably one of the worst and best parts about being an
Yeah.
artist in the Bay of
Yeah.
any kind for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I know it's crazy because like out here it's like people at your throat no matter what. If you
Right.
like if you could have somebody that's potentially a better rapper than you instead of trying to work with that person to motivate or not even motivate but boost your numbers, it's
Yeah.
like fuck him. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It's rather we gonna
Right.
tell the whole camp to hate on this nigga. And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
can't nobody slap him or
Right,
can't no
right.
now we starting to beef for no reason over music
Exactly.
because you knew that he gassed you, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay.
On your own shit.
It's
That's-
gas. He gassed you, and that's also the shitty thing is like we let. I feel like we let so many people that aren't actually invested in the craft of hip hop into hip hop, to where now we have what we have now, to where it's just a whole bunch of people saying whatever they want on a song
bullshit.
Yeah.
and
The
bullshitting,
TikTok
right,
niggas.
and TikToking, right.
TikTok
And then at
Yeah.
the same time, when you got somebody that's like, no, it's an art, bro. It's a skill. It's a
Yeah.
craft. They look at it that like, you're stupid, bro. What are you talking
Exactly,
about right
yeah.
now?
Yeah.
That's a bygone era, But it's really not. What's happening is it's the same thing that happens to skateboarding every 20 years. Like we get a big influx of a whole bunch of kids that want to come into it, and their parents used to do it, right? So now it's a big market share to where you can, okay, cool, we're gonna start selling hella skateboard stuff
Right.
and make it all bouged out. But then the actual skaters that have been doing this and can't afford none of it now are like, what the fuck am I to do? Like,
Exactly.
you feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same kind of parallel in a little bit of a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because like you said, everything is so much like more of a trend now. Like it's a trend to skateboard. It's a trend to do music. It's a
Mhm.
trend to fucking
And then
hop on a video and dance. Like
Yep.
And then once that trend falls out, it's nowhere to be seen in the public eye. So now there's not a market for it,
Yeah.
or there's not.
it's
But
like
it's
Crocs.
Low-key.
Crocs.
Crocs, the shoes.
Remember how people used to
Crocs,
get made
yeah,
fun of for
people-
wearing
yeah,
fucking
Crocs.
Niggas ain't fuck with Crocs. I went to school in some Crocs one day in like middle school, and niggas was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
And now
and-
it's like niggas want to go to school
Yeah,
wearing
and they
Crocs.
hella
My little
expensive.
sisters, bro, they be fiending over a new pair of Crocs. It's
Right,
crazy.
right.
It's crazy
$50
for sure.
for some styrofoam on your feet.
For sure, bro.
Them
For
niggas want
idiot shoes.
65.
Yeah, I
Hey,
ain't gonna
watch
lie.
Idiocracy, bro. Crocs are idiot shoes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just is what it is.
I ain't gonna lie, they comfortable, but like they not worth. I don't think the hype.
Not no $70.
Nah.
Don't even get me started on shoes, bro. I think the whole shoe market is so fucking stupid, bro. Like they meant it's literally just a piece of clothing that you're supposed to put on the floor. So why are we so worried about this? Like,
Exactly.
why do we care?
Yeah.
Why? And then it's like the same argument of everything of clothing. Why do you care about what another person has on their body?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just like what I was saying about the trend shit, right? We have an influx of people that don't really appreciate the art. So when we have a new influx of artists that are trying to bring back the art, it's harder for them to bounce back that in or bounce that back in because it ain't no like they're not really looking for it in the public eye sense, but that's where the underground starts to build. That's where we get to start. You feel what I'm saying? It's just it's so expensive out here. We got a struggle of up and coming artists being able to like back in the day, it was easier to just throw a house party and throw. You feel what I'm saying? Like
rent was a couple $.
come on, all the stories I be hearing, like that shit was not as hard as it is now.
Yeah.
Niggas don't be having the space to be throwing functions like that because the function will always be alive. It'll always be there somewhere. But where it goes, it just gets more expensive and expensive and expensive until it pops, I guess, and then we go back. But that's gonna be for a while.
What inspired you to start rapping, and what was one of your biggest like musical influences?
I'm not gonna lie, my biggest I was a huge fan of X, like XXX Tentacion. That was probably one of the only artists that I've ever actually dove into their story and really got involved with them as an artist. You feel what I'm saying? Really try fucking with him, right? And then when he died, it was like a weird what happens to every rapper when they was popping and they died. Like just everybody wants to fuck with them because they died, and you feel what I'm saying? It kind of fucks the whole It kind of fucks the whole thing up to where
It's a trend.
he's not actually getting appreciated. And then also the worst part that nobody talks about, he didn't get to choose what he was dropping once he's dead. You feel what I'm saying? So if they drop anything, that's just them. Oh, okay, cool. Let's just grab a whole bunch of shit from his catalog and hope to make some money off of it so we can feed the family one last time.
Exactly.
Like that's different than him being like, okay, I really want to put this project out there because I've been working on it and I have this thought and this thought. You feel what I'm saying? So he was definitely my biggest influence, I would say, in a way, just to where I realized, okay, this is just a person doing this. Like he's just fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping him but him. He's doing it, right? And then, I mean, what inspired me to start rapping? Realistically, just fucking around with my friends.
Yeah.
And then I went to counseling in high school, and then when I graduated, they didn't set me up with nothing after. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'll start using music and start fucking around trying to write some songs. And then I really started getting into it, and then that's when I started getting better and better. And then I found the Discord, and I was like, holy shit, okay, cool. I could actually get better and better and better and just keep going. And then I got my own studio, and it just kind of grew because I remember being in middle school and wanting to set up my own studio. Nigga had egg cartons.
Oh yeah,
you know,
Painted
bro.
on red
It
and
was
black.
like that, bro. Egg cartons and blankets and shit on a fucking little Android mic and shit. And I did drop a couple of songs on SoundCloud, bro, when I was a freshman. I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, I never really took rapping seriously up until I got out of high school, and then I was like, oh shit, this is actually something I can really. This is an art craft that I can really get into, because I've always liked being art, super drawing and doing shit like that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what year did you get serious and was like, yeah, this is some shit I could be good at?
Probably if I really have to because it's 2020. My fucking concept of time is fucked. So I'm not gonna lie. I just been going and going, but that's how serious I've been about it. I just been going and going and going and going. I haven't really stopped to look, but really we going on year 2 of the Discord now, and I think probably 6 months into the Discord, I was like, you know what?
That's when you started for real.
That's when I was like,
That's fucking crazy.
I'm done fucking around. Like I'm actually gonna start like practicing, nigga, writing the shit every day and going like waking up. That's when my routine of I would wake up and that's why I said it on that song. I would literally wake up, hit the pen a couple times, get on the computer and just start spitting all day. Cause I didn't have school yet. I wasn't in class yet. I was in my like off period, right? So I was like, fuck it. This is all I'm doing. Nigga, I ain't got nothing else to do. And this is what I really fuck with doing. Yeah. So I'm about to do this shit. And it's about to come back to that once I get up. I just got to finish this fucking calculus exam. But, you know, niggas been. But that's another side mission. You know, I just be doing shit. So
if you started about 2.5 years ago, seriously, you move fast as fuck, bro. Like, you didn't already right now, because, like, obviously, you know, we go back from the Discord. But, like, I feel like you working your way into kicking the door for your 10,000 hours for sure. Like, you moving hella fast.
Right. And I feel like I'm not nowhere near it, but I'm definitely further than zero. You feel that's how I feel about the 10-hour
and
master.
Once you get like that, then you know it ain't no going back.
It ain't.
Because you could be somebody you seeing like, damn,
literally.
I'm good at this shit.
And also what's crazy is like everything that you see is just a person's idea that they fulfilled, bro. Yeah. Like,
and they ain't scared to just show it.
Yeah. No, they probably were scared. They probably were scared, but they probably still had to go through it.
Not put it out.
They probably still had to go through it and was like, fuck this. It's either this or I die wishing that I would have done it.
Right.
You don't get it in between, bro. You don't get to live forever and just soak in it. Right. That's it.
Nope.
That's why I love music, because it's like, nigga, you're in a bad mood, you're in a happy mood, you're in a grimy mood, whatever kind of mood you're in, that's your outlet right there. Right. That's how I do. You know what I mean?
It'll capture every aspect of it, and that's why I said, like, when I was like, okay, cool, that's really all I liked about counseling is just being able to sit there and talk, and she can't say nothing. She can't say shit. She just has to listen and be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. And that's all a beat will do. Yeah. That's all a beat will do. Exactly. A beat ain't gonna ever talk to you, ever talk back to you. No, it'll talk, but you can talk with it. Yeah. And you can make it sound clean. Yeah. But a beat ain't gonna never talk back to you like that. So you really got all the freedom in the world to sit there and say whatever the fuck you want. Yeah.
And however what's the first thing that brings somebody's attention, right, is the beat. Because that's the first thing that comes on.
Yep.
So you talking to them without even talking to them, like you literally just by your choice of instrumentals.
You off that beat too.
Yeah, you got 4 seconds. No, I don't care. You got 4 seconds. If this beat ain't clean enough for me to wait the 10 seconds for you to start rapping, and then you trying to push it to 20, we gon' like I might just skip.
Long ass intro.
I might just skip.
And that's what's crazy, because if you notice, like before, like we'll say just the 2000s in general, right? 2000s and up until like what 4 years ago. People's attention span is fucking absolute zero now. Because they've been back in the day, there was songs that were like 4 minutes long.
Why you think them albums are getting short? Come on, niggas went from dropping like 15, 20 songs to like
niggas went from dropping collective albums that had a meaning to dropping tapes. And calling them albums.
I don't think there's albums out there anymore.
Not really.
Not coming from rappers.
No,
not coming from rappers. No.
Now,
but not
it's a party mix. It's a, it's a.
I mean, a couple of. Don't get me wrong. Like a couple of niggas, is consistent.
Yeah,
but but it's a. Couple.
But you know how rare that is, though.
Yeah,
like for real,
a couple. That's it.
Fuck,
bro.
I forget who it was. Well, I forget who it was, but somebody dropped the album recently. It wasn't Kendrick shit, but somebody dropped the album. And I looked at it, and it had like 25 songs on that bitch, right?
I mean, you fucking around like that's too long.
No, but look, 25 songs. I scrolled to the bottom of Apple Music, and the total play time was 40 minutes.
On 25
songs? On 25 songs.
What the fuck? No.
That's crazy.
See, I got 20 songs with,
that's the interlude 30-second motherfucker.
Yeah, I got, 12 songs at 35 minutes.
Right.
So it's like... That's crazy. You just dropping 1 minute songs.
Exactly.
And then niggas be like trying to hype it up, right? They be trying to be like, oh, I just like to keep it short, bro. You know, make them want it more. And it's like, no, bro, you're actually making it worse. Exactly. You're actually giving these niggas an excuse to be like, oh yeah, they're just making it short. Like, exactly. And then you got hella fans that are not like, and you can't say, okay, well, you're not an actual fan. of anything to anybody, right? That's not right at all. But at the
Right.
end of the day, your input on this artist is a little different than mine because I have a bias of music. Like I listen to music that I think is better than what yours would be. I'm sorry, and that could be controversial, that could be offensive, but nigga, it is what it is.
But that's what
I'm
it-
not listening to
yeah,
that shit
yeah.
if it's not up to par
Yeah.
with what they have already been doing in the music game. Like
Right.
if there's something that's already better than this, I'm not about to listen to this.
Right. And who's gonna tell you otherwise? It's your opinion.
But
It's
you
how
know,
you
Yeah,
a
feel.
lot
yeah,
of,
right,
a lot of
right.
people don't. I feel like the reason why a lot of that, like, a lot of the music that's like not really like artistic, or it got
A deeper
like
meaning,
substance and
right,
shit.
right.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit be like because people don't have music ears,
Yeah.
right? Like we developed music ears because we lived in the studio. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like when I first started making music, I didn't have music ears. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I used to just be like, just send me my shit so I
Right.
could drop it. And the engineer like, no, I gotta do this, and then you start hearing, then you can hear that shit come together.
Yeah.
It's
We
an
can
it's a
hear
trained
beat and
talent
be
for
like,
sure.
that motherfucker unfinished.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
The people, they just like, ooh, them drums is hitting.
Yeah.
Come up with a dance, and now that's the formula.
Right,
You feel
right.
me? As opposed to us, we like.
That's how I was feeling about Miami Vice. That's how I was feeling. I'm
Mm.
like, damn, something is like it's there, but something's missing. And that's why we never really dropped that shit.
It's just music ears, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
You get to overthinking shit and you don't realize that like people are simple, bro. People
Yeah.
are simple as fuck. Like
Yeah.
they don't, as long as it's catchy and as long as it's creative, just a
Uh-huh.
little bit to where they're like, okay, cool, I haven't heard this before.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
And that's why I like.
That's
That's
the
why I
way
like.
to go.
It
yeah.
sucks and it sucks, but
Yeah.
that's the time that we're living in.
And
Cause
like everything that I've heard that you drop when I'm in the studio with you, when you send me unreleased, when you dropping shit, right? I hear that shit in
That's
your
why
voice.
I'm gonna
like,
keep it a buck, bro. Niggas be like, "Oh, where dirty money come from? Where dirty money come from? Why is
Yeah.
dirty money?" It's because nigga,
it's real.
this shit ain't like when I was Sav Diddy. When I'm giving y'all the raw, the pain, the nigga I'd had. When by the time I turned into dirty money, I had like 4 projects and some
Yeah.
singles, all talking about suicide, depression, just
Right.
Yeah.
well, you feel me? Weight of the world
Right.
on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't want to hear that. But as soon as I say this bitch bend over, grab her pussy like she Ice Spice,
now it's a
Yeah.
problem.
you feel me? Now I got 1,000 streams overnight and all it
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, how is it that when I'm putting my all into it and I'm trying to give y'all the life
It
story
goes
that it is,
unnoticed.
like, oh yeah, that shit cool. You be rapping, and then
Yeah.
when I start bullshitting, when I'm just like, fuck it, I'm finna
Yeah.
freestyle. I'm finna see what we come up with. Now everybody, oh, you the gold, that shit, oh yeah, that's you hard as fuck.
Every fucking time I show
Why
my
am
music.
I hard when I talk about a bitch shaking ass? Why am I not hard when I told you I ain't blow my fucking brains out when I wanted to,
Right,
bro?
no, for
Like,
real.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And I feel
don't
like that's why my
understand.
shit ain't really taking off right now, or I don't even know if it ever will. To be real with you, I don't know.
Bro,
but-
I told you what you gotta do.
Yeah,
You just need to give me, bro. Just give me 8 hours. Let me just A&R session for you.
it's good.
Cause
It's
you don't.
good.
Cause I think what you struggling with is
Yeah,
you think you gotta throw away Henny Suaves.
yeah,
You don't have to throw away Henny Suaves, nigga. You just make another you. You just
Yeah.
come up with another you.
yeah,
You just separate yourself. Like when I rap Dirty Money, I'm not Sav Diddy. I'm Sav Diddy. Gotta stay at the crib.
yeah, yeah.
It's Dirty Money time to shine. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just gotta split. You gotta be borderline crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
You feel me? To
I
split
got it.
yourself,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. Like,
and that's the
gotta do
biggest
that.
thing. Like, I feel like I be like he said. I feel like I overthink because like it'll take me. Look, give me a beat right now. It'll take me, let's say, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes, maybe half an hour to write a full song, right? If I'm feeling it, like 10, 15 to be real, right? But when I'm in the studio, bro, I don't know what it is. If it's because I'm on the spot. Remember that one
Yeah.
time we was in the studio? I was struggling,
Yeah.
bro. I was struggling.
But you gotta be around.
You remember
in
that first time we was at the studio?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You remember the
gotta
first time
be
we
in
was at
that
the
Like,
studio?
when we had our first session, bro. Everybody was like, "Fuck,
Bro,
right?
that nigga Mac
And
was
I'm
sweating.
looking-
I'm
yeah.
shaking, and I'm like, bro, I
Everybody
can't
hella
write this
nervous,
shit.
right? Because
Yeah.
mind you, this their first time like recording with Mitch. Now,
Yeah.
I done been with him for a minute, so he the one who taught me you have to be fast. Soon the first time I ever recorded that nigga, he said I don't write.
Yeah.
So if we do a song together, you gotta have by the time I'm done recording my verse,
Yeah.
you need to have your shit down.
Yeah.
And that shit spooked me because I'm like, all right, if some niggas walk in here right now and be like, yeah, we want her to, yeah, let's go. And everybody freestyling, and I'm sitting there like typing on my phone.
Yeah, just sitting there taking
They
your
gonna be
time,
like,
like
"Aw, yeah,
this
shit,
rhyme with
you
this,
feel me?"
this rhyme with,
So
and you
he
sitting
the
there
one
like,
who
oh
taught
shit,
me
these
that
niggas.
shit.
And then it's crazy because this the worst part, right? It's like we were saying earlier. You sit there and be like, okay, cool, I'm about to go crazy on this verse, and then the nigga get in there and take no time, spit some bullshit, and it just sound clean.
Sound clean.
And now
Sound clean.
you gotta come harder, and now that's got you like, fuck. Well, I'm already
stuck.
trying to. You feel what I'm saying? But
Stuck.
it's just the overthinking and
Stuck.
shit. Like realistically, I've been trying to work
Overthinking
on
will
that my
kill you.
hardest, bro. Because
I'm telling you, bro.
it's you. It's
When
just
I
you.
told myself, bro, I overthink on everything I've been like that my whole life. But that
Right.
has fucked me. Like when it comes to school, I sucked at taking tests because I just overthink too
Right.
much.
Overthink everything.
Yeah, overthink.
I'm sitting there
Even
like,
when it come to bed,
I know this is right. I know this
shit.
is right, but it
It's
don't sound
wrong.
right. So it might not be
Whole
right.
time
So
you
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
You know what you gotta start doing? I ain't gonna lie. I went Kanye. I just started telling myself I'm a fucking genius.
No, I just
I'm right. I'm always right.
That you know what that is,
And I know I'm not always right. That's what
the
make me
you.
right.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
know
you
I'm
breaking
not,
that wall
but
and being like, you know what?
I know
Fuck
this.
this.
Yeah,
Whatever
you know
I say
more
goes.
than you think when you stop overthinking. Bro.
And you know
It's
what?
Crazy.
Building off that, you know what I feel like for me, my biggest thing is that when I started making music, right, and even until right now, you look at me, you don't think I'm gonna make music. You look at me and you think, what the fuck? Like he's not a rapper. Like he's a rapper. Like what the fuck? He don't look like a rapper, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen you, I thought you was like a photographer, a videographer.
Right. Some like not a rapper, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't fit that image, but like, and that's why I feel like when I put like shit out, I have that like thing in the back of my head that every single bar that I spit has to be real. It has to be legit. It has to like, I have to really be living that shit. You know what I
So
mean?
let me tell you
But
something.
see-
That's how we think, right?
Yeah.
You do not have to be living that shit.
No, you don't.
You
but
do
also,
not have to be. A lot of these niggas out here,
Yeah.
it's not living that shit. They
Yeah.
just look and sound cool. That's the
Yeah.
fucked up part because we real niggas thinking we got to give them everything.
Exactly.
They don't want to hear that shit.
the only
Yeah.
people that get a pass for that, and it is niggas like Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Is niggas that's really the niggas that we're like, oh, he can't rap.
Yeah.
He can never rap.
Yeah.
And he has to to
You gotta give your
fucking
all.
you feel what I'm
me?
saying, to like actually get recognized in this shit.
Yeah.
Cause nigga, at the end of the day, bro, rap is rap. It's a
Right.
tweaker at the gas station that'll gas
Gotta
the
gas.
fuck out you.
Yeah.
Like
Off of
nigga,
eighth
you will
of
never
fentanyl,
know
like-
what just happened.
Yeah.
You'll be like, whoa, that nigga didn't even have a beat.
Didn't
He
even
just
have a
beat.
acapellaed me right now.
And
You
like
know
a-
why?
it
Because that
went
nigga high
crazy.
and unlocked his
That
brain.
nigga hot.
Exactly,
Yeah. No, you know
exactly.
why? Because that nigga don't give a fuck. He
Yeah.
say whatever come to his mind,
Yeah.
and he been sitting on this one. All he got is time. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. When you just sit there and you like, you know what, bruh? Fuck it.
Yeah.
So
Who
let me
gonna
ask
stop me?
y'all
What if
something,
I
'cause
just say
we-
some shit?
We said the word image, right?
Yeah.
Me and Mitch be having these talks all the time. So this is what I want to know.
be. That's the biggest
What I got a question for both of y'all.
What's up?
Cause you were saying you don't look like like you don't come across as a rapper,
Yeah.
right? So for the both of y'all, how far would y'all go in changing y'all image? Like cut the hair type of shit, tattoos type of shit. Like as far as the aesthetic,
Can I be real?
how far would y'all go?
Can I be 100% right now?
Go.
I don't give a fuck. I'll stay like this for the simple fact that I like to be. There's a word for it, but like I like to look to not
Authentic.
Yeah, like for example, whatever fucking example. Every rapper has braids, right?
Right.
I'll never braid my hair just because I don't want to be like every other nigga like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I won't try to sound like another rapper because at the end of the day, if I'm gonna make it, if I'm gonna have my shit heard, if I'm gonna really just be out there,
Yeah.
they gonna know it's me, not somebody else.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
ask you this.
Yeah.
What you saying you ain't going.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with accepting the fact that if you don't switch it up, then you might not make it?
Yeah.
You could live with that.
I can live with that just because of the fact that I know that if I made it, I stayed true to myself. And if I didn't, I wasn't, I guess, jogging somebody else's style. you know what I
Right,
mean?
vice versa. Like
Right.
you wouldn't have had to
Okay.
make
Yeah.
it being something.
Yeah,
fake. I
like
get
I'm
what
not
you're
finna
saying.
make
I get
it
what
trying
you're
to be
saying.
like somebody
I get
else.
what
you're
I'm
saying.
gonna make it being me and sticking to that. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about you? How far would you go as to
Now,
changing your
see, for
image?
me, bro, it's like I'm looking at this shit a little differently, right? It's a kind of a different take, right? Is that at the end of the day, you're somebody's superhero. And they don't. Superheroes aren't regular niggas, bruh.
Yeah.
When Superman was Clark Kent, nobody knew it was Superman because he was being a regular nigga.
Yeah.
When he's Superman, and what's that in the sky? It's a bird, it's a plane. No, nigga, it's Superman. That's just Clark Kent in a fucking suit.
In a suit.
Yeah. That's true.
Bingo.
That's true.
Nigga.
In a suit.
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to be a superhero and you want to be me for Halloween,
Right.
I can't look like a regular nigga.
That's very true.
And I get it.
Yeah.
I am looking like a regular nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But this is just the beginning because this is like we was talking about earlier. This is a great. I'm glad that we brought that up. Is when you drop something that's like sentimental to you
Yeah.
and it's very like deep hearted, like
Yeah.
I'm about to get lyrical. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
They don't want to hear
Yeah.
that.
They don't want to hear that shit,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
But like I said, the whole point of me doing music was to get therapeutic, right? Like that was my shit. So I'm about to get this shit all out
Yeah.
the way, and you know, you feel me? Like use that one last time on a tape,
Yeah.
and then after this, it's acting mode, bro. It's entertainment. This is entertainment, and so
bruh.
it's like if
Ooh.
you can listen, every actor that you see, if you see Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Or if you see Ryan Reynolds, I know more Ryan Reynolds movies than Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But if you see Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
and you like, oh, that's Deadpool, you're dead wrong, nigga. That's not Deadpool. That's Ryan Reynolds out with his kids, bro. That's a
Yeah.
normal nigga right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah.
Don't play him
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Cause and if he got security, nigga, you might get. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's a normal nigga, bro.
Yeah.
But when he get behind them cameras and he get on
He's
that
a
screen,
fucking fool.
that's a fucking superhero.
He a
Yeah.
fool.
And or that nigga is the funniest
A
nigga, Mr. Take
fool.
Your Bitch, nigga, all that.
Yeah.
Nigga do all of it.
He's a fool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
And in
I
real
asked
life, go
y'all
through
that.
real man struggles.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I asked
Like-
y'all that because obviously I know the real y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
But when it comes to rapping, like I see so many lanes you could take.
Yeah.
I see so I always
Right.
tell you could nigga if you wanted to right now, you could go Mac Miller. If you wanted to right now, you could go X and Ski
Right.
and all them niggas.
Right.
If you wanted to right now, you could go real ratchet Detroit type,
Yup.
Oakland type. You feel me? Like y'all could do so much shit. That's why I asked, cause nigga, like I had to that broke the door, like turning it into
Yeah.
Dirty Money, like opened the door. for
Having
me.
these alter
You
egos.
feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause it's
Nigga.
just like eventually, bro. It's like you never lose yourself, right?
Yeah.
You all you know you. At the end of the day, you know you.
You
bro.
go
Yeah.
home to you.
You
And
go
that's what's
home
cool,
to you,
like,
bro. But
yeah.
When you pop
the
out.
rapper, when you the rapper, nigga, you are like whoever. Like I could be, Sav Diddy cool. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah.
But when I'm performing Pink Camo Dreams and it's Dirty Money, it's like
That
fucking
ain't Sav Diddy.
pandemonium. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
That
ain't Sav-
like
That
what
ain't the
fuck?
same Sav
Yeah,
that was
I
just
don't.
chilling,
I didn't feel
all quiet,
like,
rolling the blunt in the corner, like with
I
us.
didn't
Like
feel
that was
like
not.
I
no.
was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm that.
Yeah,
Nigga.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't start feeling like that until I made that alter ego.
Yeah.
Like that's when I was like, okay, but you do a lot of shit though. Like you could, like I dropped Dirty Money and all this extra ghetto shit, and I came with Clean Money talking about real life struggles and being broke and taking anxiety medicine and all type of
Yeah,
shit, right?
yeah.
And then I'm back to Dirty Money talking about bitches shaking ass and you so turned up and you thinking I'm just so ratchet for so long, and then boom, I drop some heart shit on you.
Yeah,
You like,
yeah.
damn. She got us
Yeah.
heart. You feel me? She
Yeah,
got us soul.
yeah.
Damn. And
That's-
then we right
yeah.
back. So you just keep them, because then eventually they just start fucking with you
Yeah.
for what they think is you.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then they be like, oh, you some hard type of rapper.
Yeah.
And then you break the barrier down. And they're like, oh. And then
Yeah.
you build that motherfucker back up. And
Yeah. And that's why I
It's
feel
motion.
like it's so crucial to work with different people. Because
Yeah.
straight up, right? I'll use myself as an example. You listen to any of my music, you gonna fall in love, right? I got that, like, that's why I named myself that. The Suaves part. The Suaves part came because I felt like I had that suave voice, and everybody told me that shit, and that's where I got it from, you know. And so it was always either like a love song, it was either like, you know, talking like
Yeah.
hella deep and personal,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, about a female that you care about and shit like that,
Yeah.
right? Okay, then I linked up with you. What happened?
yeah.
What happened? Big Dogs came out, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I never
bruh.
knew I had that shit in me.
That's what I'm
you know what I
saying.
mean?
It
And
A
that's
takes
feature
why-
is a
people
great
to
way
bring
to
it
bring
out of
something
you.
out of you
Yeah.
for
It's
sure.
Because
For sure.
like for this nigga
I was about
right
to say,
here,
Sav already know
Bruh,
about me.
so-
I get every
bruh.
feature I do. It's not gonna
He
sound
get-
the same.
listen.
It's not gonna sound the same as the last feature, and it's not gonna
He
sound the same
get
as my regular shit
wicked,
either.
bruh. And
Yeah.
I since I
It's
heard
cold.
this nigga,
I
I'm
wish
like,
I had that same energy on regular
we have
songs.
to do a song because I want to hear him talk like Dirty Money. Like
Right.
I want to hear him talk to niggas because
Yeah.
he's just too humble. Like
Yeah.
nigga, he real smooth with it. Like cool guy, coolest
You know
rapper I
what?
fucking know.
I'm a,
But he's real humble. And I was like, I'm gonna make this nigga talk. I got a sample. And that motherfucker, bro, I'm not
about
gonna
to
lie.
go
It's
crazy.
it's me, him, and Mac on the song,
Yeah.
right? I didn't even. All I had was a short verse. I was gonna come back in and do some extra shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, have Davinky go. It's
Yeah.
me, Mac, and Davinky. This, when I say this, the first nigga to burn me on my own shit.
yeah.
Burnt the fuck out of us, bruh. That nigga said I wake up and it's pen time, hit about like 10 times. I said, oh my god.
Open the computer to some
This
beats and spit
nigga
like 10 rhymes. Nigga,
talking.
come on now.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that nigga got
10 seconds in, I
bruh.
already heard about like 10 lies, bro. I'm not.
That nigga, I said, oh my, that's when that unlocked my brain. I'm like, if I could corrupt this nigga and make him be ratchet, boy, we would have some shit.
If I could dirty money this nigga up real
bruh.
quick.
What kind of message or vibe do you aim to communicate through your music?
I feel like honestly, the biggest message that I do want to push to people is that it's okay to get high, bruh.
Oh my mama.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
Mama. Shout
All
out
right.
to all the plugs
Listen,
out there.
Listen to me,
Shit.
please. If I could tell you one thing, it's okay to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Your teachers don't know shit.
Except for
Except,
crack, coke, and fent.
yeah,
and heroin.
yeah.
Don't
Keep
touch
your
that
body
shit.
safe.
And meth.
But if you want to get recreational with it and have a good time, and you are on top of your shit, stay on top of
Yeah.
your shit, bro.
All I'm saying is,
If you wanna
your
be a
bills are
bum,
paid, you got
Yeah.
your shit taken care of.
That sucks for you, but
You
you
wanna
making it
fucking-
easier for me
man.
to be successful. So do what you got to do,
Yeah.
bro. It is what it is.
Like you said earlier, once you hit that weed, that should be opening your mind. Telling you, I done seen you like stuck on a song. You said, "Hold up, I'm finna hit this weed
Yep.
real quick." I ain't
Get
never
outta
seen
there.
somebody fucking light up.
Get
Okay,
out of there, bro.
Nigga.
Because it's like,
Get
it's
outta
like,
there.
bro, how I be feeling is like when I go to the studio sober, like when I used to go, it's like I'm just fucking stuck on like, you know, how it's sounding.
yeah,
Bro, once you hit the weed, then you go up a little bit into the clouds, then you know, your imagination just,
yeah,
you just start going crazy. You
Yeah.
way up there. Ain't nothing normal.
Get to
bro.
laughing
Like,
at something that ain't
come
funny.
on, ain't funny.
Ain't
LA
funny
be
at all.
Sounding crazy. It's just
that's
Eat some
remember-
shit that you really
remember
didn't
when-
want
the
to
weed
eat.
and
That-
freestyle.
You know what it was? It was Miami Vice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cause
Yeah,
because
'cause this nigga was stuck. I'm like, hold on,
Hold
bro.
up, bro.
Nah, we
To me, bro, this is art, right? And so I look at it from a point of, I'm not looking at this for like numbers or like
Yeah.
stats. Like
Yeah.
if I have people, I'm looking at this like every beat that I have is like a canvas, right? And so if I'm publishing my art on the internet for people to see,
Yeah.
and you just so happen to like it, you stumble upon it and you like it,
yeah,
and you want to support me for that, I appreciate you the utmost, bro. Like you're a solid person, bro. Like
Right.
there's something in your heart that other people don't have, and that's fucking tight, bro. You should hone in on
'Cause
that
it's
and
free
appreciate that
99
because
to
it's
support.
free to show love. It's
Yeah.
free to show
Free.
love, but a lot of niggas spend money to show
Free.
hate.
That's
So,
crazy.
For real, like think
Yeah.
about that. So when it comes to that, bro, like I tell people, if the same way as an artist on the street, right, just doing painting on canvases,
Right.
if you were to get your shit in a museum and people go see that and the museum pays you for that, now you're just like, cool, niggas get to see my shit more.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. For me, that's how I feel. If I get to go to a stadium and niggas want to pull up to watch me, bruh,
That's why.
That's
man,
it.
Good for me.
that
that's
shit-
it.
But
Like
you know
that's
what?
it's good for me. I don't give a fuck whether it's 15
Yeah.
to, because at the end of the day, I see more money opportunity in a lot of the other shit that I like indulge in, right? Like I
Yeah.
get into some other shit that's more like, I guess the banks would call serious, so that I could get more money from the banks and then I can put more money into the music. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do the whole, okay, I'm about to ask niggas for handouts unless you're the actual bank.
Yeah.
Unless
Right.
you're the actual bank,
Right.
I'm not asking niggas for shit. I don't give a fuck
Straight up.
if you got a good
Straight up.
connection with the bank, if you are an association of the. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm locked in with Discover, bro. Them's my partners right there.
Let me ask you a
So,
question.
like, if it comes to art, bro, I just want to be able to finance my art through my own shit, which maybe that is a regular job. Cool, but I'm still making some creative shit. And I'm making time to do creative shit rather than a nigga that goes and works a job and just loses his time to bullshit and then wonders when he gets older, like, damn, where'd all the time go? Why didn't I do something with my life? Like, I don't want to be there. I want to be the nigga that's old. And they said, like, I seen a couple of old niggas growing up that we had to tell them, like, bro, you're old, nigga, stop. Like, be cool, bro. Calm down, bro. Like, quit working a little bit. And they would look at you crazy and be like, what are you talking about, nigga? I'm a grown ass man. Don't tell me what to do. But it's like, that's a real worker right there, nigga. He wants to get it done. So he gonna get it done at whatever age. It don't matter. You would likely think, okay, the nigga with the more money is gonna make it quicker, right?
Right.
What's gonna happen and what has happened, I'm only saying this because this has happened 9 times out of 10, that nigga is gonna get so annoying because he's gonna be on everybody's page because he paid for it and nobody's gonna want to hear him. And then when you break through as that backpacker, as a nigga that's got some creative shit, that's got some like, okay, cool, we recorded this and we really tried our best to make it look right, compared to a nigga that's like, oh, it's just CGI, everything looks fucking, I can't put down the cup, nigga. It's got like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, got the whole shit, right? If you have that, niggas gonna be like, what the fuck is this, bro? I don't want to hear this. But then if you have something that's like underground, right? Niggas are like, oh, I fuck with this. And it's a little movement behind it. Okay, this is tight. Like,
because it's more authentic. You know what I mean?
come on, bro. We being serious, bro.
It's more.
Y'all niggas are funny.
I'm being dead ass, bro. Take a nigga seriously, bro. I work hard for this shit, bro.
How do you stay authentic in an industry that's driven by trends?
That
was that question I was telling you about that I wrote down.
Damn, that's a good one, but it's also like kind of my main thing that I've been kind of honing in on. Like, I just don't, like, I tried to do the trend thing for a week and that shit gave me less fucking views than when I do something just creative randomly. Like when excuse me, pardon me. But when I do like the whole Triller shit and I make like a little mini video, right? A visualizer. It's called. That gets way more views than when I do a little trending TikTok sound or trending Instagram sound or whatever. So I realized, fuck it. Like, fuck that. And then at the same time, if I can focus on trying to grasp people's attention in a creative way, that's what gets trendy. Right. Do you feel what I'm saying? And that's where it comes down to like how we were talking earlier, where it's like, it just takes one person's idea, bro. Like one person is going to have an idea and
all back to one idea.
Go back in on that, right? And so if I have an idea and I'm doing this, that, and the third, trying to get it executed, and somebody says, damn, that was a good idea and he got some pretty good traction on that, let's fucking copy that idea. That becomes a trend. That's how trends work.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like one person was like, okay, cool, this is a good idea. Boom. I'm just working on trying to be the most original that I can be in that world of trends, to where, like you said, like when everybody else is trying to do trends, what's popping right now? Even businesses are hopping in on trending trending audios is like the key thing nowadays, right?
Like that one thing that
but if
when they
you're
throw
thinking,
the water,
for sure, like attention getters, right? But it's like, if you're focusing on using that and then trying to do what you got to do, you're losing the creativity aspect that you get from fully from scratch actually trying to do what you got to do and like trying to make something a reality. Like the other day I was about to go to bed and I was like, damn, this is a good idea, let me write this down, and then I'm actually gonna start working on it now that I have it written down. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once you do that, that's the only thing that differs you from a normal person.
I be at work and shit, and I be like randomly thinking about whatever, right? And I'll think of a bar and I'll write that shit down. And then like I'll think of another bar and I'll write that shit down. And by the end of the day, I have like 16 bars of fucking random ass bullshit.
Bro, I love when my work is boring. I just be sitting there listening to beats and shit. Like that shit is lit.
And then later on, I'll find a beat that kind of matches with what those random fucking things were, and I'll tune it. and then I have a verse right there, and then you fucking think of a hook, and then you know what I mean.
Yep.
It's like, to me, like, that's more authentic. It's more trendy. More, I'm gonna pave my own way. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
and I love when I be coming up with shit at work, because it takes no effort. I'm sitting here fucking driving a forklift at work, and I'm fucking moving pallets and doing all this other shit, and I'm talking about like some many shit in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
right,
you know what I mean? Like,
right, for
and-
sure.
And that's why I feel like it, instead of trying to follow a trend, like he was saying, you should make your own trend, pave your own way.
Be that nigga.
Yeah.
Be that nigga
'Cause at
that
the
you
end of the
dream
day, the goal
of
was
and
never
that
to
you
follow
see in your head.
footsteps,
Be
right?
that nigga.
Yeah.
You have
And
to
be that nigga to
in
the
your
fullest.
head.
Yeah.
Even if you know, like, you might not got
Fuck it.
10
Even if
bands,
I'm dead
50
wrong,
bands
nigga, I'm right.
now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
right. Whatever
You
I
right
said,
and
fuck
you that
you,
nigga. That's
and
how
fuck how
have
you
to
feel.
think
I'm
in your
right.
head,
Yeah.
bro. Because until then,
What you gonna do
you
about
gonna
it?
you gonna be holding yourself back, bro.
Yeah, and that's probably
You
where
just
I'm at
gotta,
right
nigga,
now.
you just, some niggas call it manifesting. That's
Yeah,
it. That ain't
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's,
Just a
niggas
little-
put different spins on it, different words on it and shit. Right, for sure. Niggas be trying to like, it's funny, bro. That's like a mini topic that I do love to talk about with people, to where it's like everybody loves to act like it's not a word
Yeah.
for everything that we already go through in the everyday life, because life has been going for the last how many years, nigga, with modern civilization. Like, we've had a long time to where people can say, this nigga is a scammer. This nigga is, you feel what I'm saying? And call out these traits. And there's words for that. There's words for all this shit. Like, all this shit that you, and so with my music, what I try to do is not yet, but like, I'm trying to get to where my fan base actually would like to hear different words, that they're like, damn, what is that? You feel what I'm, because I'm not trying to entertain toward just the gangsters or just the niggas that are trying to hear the murders.
Basic
Like,
level
I got
type
partners
shit.
that, bro, my partner told me, bro, cut that shit off, bro. I'm trying to hear like murder rap. And I'm like, all right, cool, bro. If you want to listen to that, nigga, that's you, cool. But at the same time, I know that there are niggas that do tell me like, hey, bro, that shit is cold. Like, the spiritual or all that shit, like the wordplay, all that shit is cold to some niggas. Like, there's an avenue, and you don't have to be for everybody.
Yeah.
Nah.
You're not supposed to be for everybody.
Yeah, nah.
That's where you lose, bro. So it's like, just trying to find that niche market has been my biggest goal this year, and trying to like step into a market to where I'm getting with local niggas, to where, okay, cool, if I set up a venue over here and I do something over here, niggas actually want to pop out.
Yeah, you just gotta try different shit.
Yeah. I
Keep
feel like
trying
that's where
different shit.
I start, like, I guess, like, closing that door on myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where I know I got it. I know I can do all these different sounds. I know I can hop on all these different beats, but it's like I stopped myself. And for what, I couldn't tell you, because I really don't fucking know.
It's just,
I really don't know.
It's just fear, bro. You
Yeah.
just like, you worried about how it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
You worried, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
just gotta close your eyes and do that shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Literally,
Do it.
and that's, see, this is the craziest thing, right? Niggas is be so quick to be like, damn, well, I'm gonna do this and that and this and that. I do this all the time. I'm gonna do this and that.
Yeah.
And then the more you talk about it, the less you do it.
Mhm.
But then also, the more you think about it, the less you do it.
Yeah.
The more you just put your feet in there and try to get them wet,
Yeah.
the more you'll learn,
You
okay,
gotta
I don't
hop
like
in.
that feeling.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling. Let me go from this other side.
Right.
I don't like how deep that is. Let me go from this other side.
Yeah.
I don't like how fucking shallow that is. Let me go. You feel what I'm saying? You can feel that once you start getting your feet
Yeah.
in there
Right.
and actually start taking steps.
Yeah. You
That's
gotta
the
just jump in
only
that
way. That's
motherfucker
the
and flow.
only way. Like they say, bro, the only way to get shit done is to fucking do it.
Yeah. Poor Decisions Podcast. Henny, Suaves, Diddy with Davinky. Come on.
Davinky 101. First try for the camera. Said they tried to count me out, but they was using terryology. He mad about a bitch, but I don't know her. She just follow me. Working on his music, I just know she tryna swallow me. And when I'm done, I might just let it get it. No apology. Nigga, I'm the prophecy. They told you I was on the way. Hit Savin Henny like, nigga, let's get it. Yeah, underlay. I was trying to make my music up, and now it's underway. I went from doing nothing, now I'm working with some heavyweights, but swing it to the Chevy brakes. That's what my partner's on. And as for my other niggas, yeah, we'd have to drop the phone. Trying to run his music up and get a plot for home. Shit, I'm trying to have some kids and be a chaperone.
That's my motherfucking
That's
president, nigga.
nasty.
That's my
That's motherfucking nasty.
It sounded colder when I was spinning out the house, bro. You feel me? It sounded colder when I was spinning out the house. We might have to drop something off that for surely, cause
Hey,
I'm getting tired of niggas politicking on this cold ass beat. This is what I'm doing. And you can't judge me for that. And if you judge me for that, I have the ability to say, fuck you, and just not listen. Nigga, it is what it is. That's really where the beauty of it comes from.
Show me what you got. Diddy, can you give me 1 minute, bitch? You in the mall with the bitch. Boy, you been a trick. He got pounds in his low. He better tennis with. My brother got a fa-fa-da. He get pissy. He try to run like Matt, not bah. His sticking. Every day a new episode. This bitch Disney. I've been off the dime for 3 days. Think I'm tipsy. She send you jail mail.